Hello everyone, this is Dan here from Sherp. This video is not the video that I was hoping it was going to be. I was intending to go to northern Wisconsin and help out with some ATV trail cleanup, but that did not occur. First off, I got stuck with the truck, then the Sherp had a little accident, and this little diagram here kind of describes that accident. On the lower left-hand corner of that, there's a little like J channel, and the J is on the upper part. That's a rubber exhaust boot that comes from the exhaust piping system internal to the Sherp, and then that transfers it to the hub that blows the exhaust into the tire. That little bugger right there caused some problems. It fell off, and this is the story of what happened. Well, looks like I'm stuck. Now, what the heck am I gonna do? Guess we're gonna have to use the Sherp. Kind of a bummer, just after driving the Sherp out after that repair. As I was driving, I heard a very large pop, and I have no idea where it's actually leaking, so I'm trying to figure that out right now. I'll share more as I discover. But it went pop, and the back tires immediately went down, and then the front tires did, so could be something underneath too. I don't know, we'll see. Very, very difficult to see. What I'm going to do is put the phone down there and see if you can see what I'm seeing. But essentially, that orange hose right there is supposed to be on a tube that I'll show you a little bit more about here in a second. It popped off, so I got to get it back on there again. Not a lot of room to work in, and unfortunately, I also got an issue with some script screws I got to deal with in a second. So what I ended up having to do, that whole hose was twisted. I don't know if it was like that originally, but I'm also looking down right below us, or on top of this thing. You can see the bracket there and the bracket there. That's where the heater core goes to. There is one of the hoses for it, and there's the other one. So those are the heater core hoses, and then there's a wire down there too someplace. I don't know where the hell that is. Right there, that little orange yellow thing, that's what you also plug in, and that's what turns the power on for the fan. So the challenge is that damn bolt right there to get that clamp back on, and we had to basically take that entire clamp off to get that hose to move. I'm trying to get that nut in the bottom of it, and there's no way to videotape this, and my back is absolutely killing me. So just letting you know. So at least we figured out what the hell happened. So the hose actually popped off on the bottom there. That entire hose was twisted. I'm going to be honest, I think that hose was twisted from the factory, because it doesn't make sense how that hose would have twisted otherwise, because that top clamp was completely tight, and it just doesn't make any sense. So we'll continue on. So this morning, I was in fact able to get that hose back on again. You got a picture on that there before, but what was a pain is this is the heater core, and I had to get that bugger back on again. So that's all set up again. I do have air within the tires, so that is good. So all we got to do now is get her all back together again, and we are off to mountain for the trail cleanup. Oh, whoops, I forgot. I got to go and unlock, or excuse me, I got to pull out the truck, which is stuck yet too. We'll go deal with that here in a second. Unfortunately, that never occurred, because when I first moved the Sherp, it was making some funny noises. Well, the first time when I did have it all put back together, again, there's a hose that comes from here, and it goes down to that right there. This right here was not turning, and because that would not turn when this gear turned, it turned the whole hose, and it made a mess, to say the least. So that part, I don't know what it's called, it appears needs to be replaced. And honestly, it's probably beyond my ability. So I am likely going to be going to Bemidji from here, which is about an 8-hour drive. So we're going to try to get her on the trailer and go from there. She turns. Not that freely though. So that part that I'm turning right there is the cause of all these issues. When I backed out of the shed, that hung up. When that hung up and that gear kept turning, it bent and twisted that exhaust boot. That was what caused the problem. I put it all back together with that still hung up. Now I figured it out. I was able to go use a channel lock, get that thing loose. I started spinning it. I put the whole thing back together again. It's not going to be long term, but it was enough to get it on the trailer. She's going to go somewhere to get fixed. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe to the channel. There will be more videos in the future, I guarantee it. Take care.